Let me tell you a story. Last year I had a group project. In the beginning, it seemed easy. It was just to do a Google presentation with 3 friends. I couldn't be happier. I mean, who wouldn't? It was so little work that needed to be done. So I got home from school that same day and did my part of the presentation. Once I finished, I was so relaxed I had nothing else to do. The next day, everything changed. My teacher told the class that we were going to do presentations, but it didn't end up there. Only one person of the group will present the name of the rest of the members. I started to get nervous. But then, he said he wouldn't tell us who it was until the day of the presentations. I lost my mind. My hands started sweating and shaking. I got home once again and studied the whole presentation for the next 3 days. I thought I was ready until the day arrived. I had the class at first period. I couldn't eat breakfast that day. All the way to school, I was repeating the notes again and again and again. When I finally got there, I started to shake, to sweat. I felt I was about to vomit the breakfast I didn't eat. My stomach hurt. I got inside the class feeling I was about to puke at any moment, with tears falling out of my eyes. I thought I was going to be the chosen one to present for my group. I thought I was going to screw things up for everyone and make them fail. I could not control myself. My whole body fell into the desk. The retching started to appear, and everybody was looking at me worried because I was as white as a paper. The teacher hasn't even started the class yet and needed to send me to the nurse. The nurse needed to call my mom because my blood pressure was so low and I needed to go home for the rest of the day. So that's me. Hi, my name is Isabella Ruiz, and my project is about how to manage your mind-body connection. Because as you can see, me from all people needed to learn how. My group and I decided to do workshops for middle school and high school. One of the most important moments in your life because everything starts to change. You're not a kid anymore, neither an adult. Yet everyone starts to treat you like one. I really wanted to do this project because I know how difficult it is to control your emotions. I know how your mind can mess up with your body and how your body can mess up with your mind. I want to help all those students out there that are in a similar situation. Let them know that they are not alone, but most specifically, help them and teach them to avoid these situations, just because I would have liked someone to do the same for me and taught me those things way before. At the beginning, the journey was not easy. I barely knew where I wanted to focus on my project. I felt lost and frustrated because I thought I would not be able to accomplish anything at the end of the year. But Trina helped me out find my way and focus, helped me find where I belong when it came to my graduation project. But once I solved this problem, another one arrived right away. Now that I had my project, I didn't know where to begin. My part of the project was about your physical health, everything about it. How can it damage your brain, your mind, your nutrition, your mental health, but also I needed to give you physical tips that you can do to control your emotions. The problem there was that I wanted to cover so many topics at the same time that my head was all around and beyond. So I decided to take a whole day just to focus and organize my information. What I did is that I researched everything I wanted to cover and gather all the information I thought it was really helpful and documented it. The next week, I met up with my partners. We put all the ideas on the table. We knew the final product will be workshop for the other students, but we needed to decide what to do in the meantime and figure out how we were going to get there. After this meeting, I needed to search a bit more information, and that way I had more topics that had a relationship with my partners wanted to talk about. From there on, every decision we took was between the 3 of us, and sometimes Trina, because we needed advice. As we knew we wanted to do workshops, we realized, first of all, we needed to promote ourselves. That way, people would know about us. The first idea that came to our mind was to create an Instagram account. It was very easy because it's one of the most, if not the most, used social media. So gaining knowledge from there would be a great start. First, we just posted facts in the account, but further on, we decided to step it up and encourage people to participate and spread the word of our intentions. So we created templates for people to do with us. Once we had the Instagram account, we had the idea to create a web page. Due to that, we wanted to do something different in where we had a lot more freedom to post everything we wanted. And we didn't need to worry about catching someone's eye, because the idea of the website was to bring in-depth information to the table. In the beginning, it was really hard to keep up with everything I needed to do. I felt it was never the right moment to plan something so important, but with the time, I learned that there will never be a perfect time. You just need to set the things up and start doing them. The rest is a thing of time and creativity. It really affected me that I felt so pressured to do my part of the project because it was not just my work, it was my friends too. And that put a lot more pressure on my shoulders. But once I started to get involved with the process, I knew I couldn't pressure things out of my mind. Sometimes I needed to take my time and postpone the work for another day. That being said, I never turned in late work. I would take my time, but I knew I had a responsibility of turning things on time. And it was not for the others. This was for me. So no matter how long it took me to get things done, I will always make them on time. This project really helped me with my self-esteem and made me feel a lot better about myself. Apart from helping me to take control over my own body and emotions without suppressing them, it made me feel so good to know that I will be able to create an impact on others. To help others in something that I know is so harmful and have the opportunity to really change their lives. At the beginning, it was not like this. I just wanted to get things done. It was not until the very end of this journey that I really understood why am I doing all of this for. It was the day one of our Instagram followers wrote a message to us, thanking us for doing this, spreading awareness to others, for trying to make people happy and worrying about our environment. Even though it's just one person that seemed to notice the importance of what we were doing, it was so much more than that. That one message was really changing my perspective in all of this and pushed me to continue no matter what. All of this experience was so helpful, especially to me, because as I said before, it made me realize that even though it looks so little, you can really help someone in need that has nothing to take. Besides that, I learned a lot of good techniques that I have tried myself now in quarantine that seem really silly yet are so powerful, that help me manage my emotions for the future. At the end of this, our workshops were not as successful as we thought they would be. And for a moment there, I really thought that all of my work and my friends' work was done for nothing. But then I realized, yes, maybe a small number of people showed to our workshops, but the point was not to make them go. The goal of all of this work was to help someone. And we did it, just not in the way we expected to. We did end up helping someone through the other efforts we made during all this process. It may have been through our Instagram account, due to that people are more engaged to it due to that it is a social media. It may have been through our webpage, in where we put tons of techniques, facts, and tips about each specific topic. That way everyone could investigate on what they were interested. Maybe we didn't see the results, but I have faith in that someone out there was receiving our help. Someone whose effort was useful to go over hard times. So, in conclusion, I feel I was very successful in everything. I had noticed our flaws, yes, but I won't take them into account, because everything we did, every mistake, helped us to get where we are now. And they were a very important part of the process. They make a part of the success this graduation project.